boy. Hi. Good morning, sir. What you did? I know. You want to come say hi? Oh, all snarls this morning. Good morning, everybody. This is Running Bear. Good morning, Rochelle. This is Running Bear at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. That was his I'm not a morning cat face. Hello, good morning, everybody. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue. Good morning, Deb. And there he goes. He's like, you didn't bring my supplement, you didn't bring my breakfast. I'm out of here. Hello, Gail. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Kim. So this morning's gonna not be a real fast, or it is going to be a fast walkabout. Here's Running Bear on his coolaroo, which he loves. So Catherine wants me to help feed this morning. And I get a lot of requests and messages from people asking how various cats are doing. And it's always our oldest cats. We have at least 20 or so cats over the age of 20. I know, sir. I'm keeping my distance. So I thought it'd be nice to maybe just pop in on some of our very oldest residents, because first thing in the morning is definitely when they're the most active and you'll see them the best. Running Bear's been in captivity pretty much has been for his entire life, and he's still more fierce than most, just like little White Dove was. Thanks for sharing this feed. Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining, this is Running Bear at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. We're just gonna pop in and say hi to a couple of our very oldest residents this morning. This is the time of day that they're gonna be out and the most active. It's still fairly cooler in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Here he goes. All right, buddy, we're moving on. We're moving on. So that was Running Bear. Everybody always asks me how Running Bear's doing. Oh, did you come up here to show everybody? Yes, hi. You are so expressive. So this is Running Bear Bobcat. He's actually one of my operant cats, so he looks at me like a giant steak. Yeah, I know. We can't spoil your breakfast. Oh, I love that boy. All right. Oh, hello to India. All right. So we're not going to stop and see all of our most popular residents and all of our youngins. We are going to stick with my plan. So we're going to see some of our oldest cats this morning. This will just be a real quick walkabout this morning. I am needed to help with feeding today. And here's Tonga. Hi, Tonga. Tonga was born in '97, so he's over the age of 20. Mr. Man absolutely loves that coolaroo. That's pretty cool. Last week or the week before, Susan Bass, our PR director, she actually had some representatives from the Coolaroo company that came out to see the cats, and they had asked for pictures of all of them that we had gotten of them hanging out on their Coolaroos, and I have just a boatload. So, oh, all right, well, he's a young one. He doesn't really fall into this classification, but there's Zukari. Thank you, Sonia. I hope you have a great day too. I'm just making this a quick one this morning because I'm gonna help feed some of the routes. Are you gonna run? You wait there for Marie. All right, so back on our mission here. We are out seeing some of our oldest residents that people are always asking me how they're doing. driving, so I'm not really paying attention to your comments. I apologize. I always go back to my desk and read through them at some point during the day. Weather permitting today, there's a possibility I might try to follow evening meds if Afton says it's okay, and if it's not storming like crazy. Oh, there's my Lily girl. So Tiger Lily, hi Mom. Hi. I didn't bring the breakfasts. I'm sorry, Mama. Yeah. Hi. Aren't you beautiful? This is Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily is, I believe, our oldest or almost oldest. Hi. It's not food, it's a camera. I'm sorry. I'm getting all the bobcat attitude this morning. This is exactly why the bobcats are my favorite. Big personalities and little bodies. Are you ready for breakfast? That's really good. Hi, Dee Dee. Yeah, she's my girl. Very intense. She came running down off of her hill, which is awesome considering she's like our oldest cat. There's a few of them that are up there. Frosty's in his early 20s, Rises in her early 20s. And there's a lot of them, so we won't be able to see everybody, but just going off of the emails and messages I've been getting lately, she actually looks really good. She looks as if somebody's been able to comb her. I haven't heard that she's allowing anybody to do the retractable scratchers, but that sure would be helpful. Are you possibly grooming yourself better? That's good. Isn't she cute? She is fierce. She's like, don't call me cute, I am fierce. I'm a fierce bobcat. You're my favorite lady. You're my favorite bobcat lady. I have a very special place in my heart for the older bobcats here. Andy, Breezy, Tiger Lily. Yeah, you're such a good girl. So she's sitting in her feeding lockout, for anyone who's not familiar with us. That's just an extended box with a guillotine door that comes off the side of their main enclosure. Yeah, and that plate that you see there, that's where the food gets dropped, which is exactly why she came running in here. So where's my breakfast? Where's my breakfast? Sorry, we won't be going to Priya today. Priya's been an attention hog for me lately. I'm always going to Priya. We gotta give some of these other cats some attention, especially our very oldest cats. I hate when a cat that we all love so dearly passes on and half the people have never even heard of them or saw them. It's unfair. We want all of them to be equally special. Look at those gorgeous big eyes, baby girl. Beautiful Tiger Lily. All right, I'm gonna go see some of your neighbors. Yeah. The question about who we're going to lock out and vacation rotation, I highly doubt it. I think we're lucky to get him to pay attention to us, period. But you can definitely keep your eye on that camera, but my thought is wherever he decides to walk up to the side of the enclosure for food is where we've been feeding him. We still have some branches down from yesterday. That was beautiful Tiger Lily. We also saw running there. Quick little ride about, checking in with some of our very oldest cats that I've had some people asking me about recently. So that means that Breezy Bobcat and Andy Bobcat are next. Smalls, I saw a question about Smalls on Funcation. She's doing fine. She is It's interesting. A lot of the bobcats that have gone out there tend to hide in the very, very back in these smaller dens where it's still very covered, but she is actually up and on one of the huge platforms is kind of where her choice has been. So she's out in the middle, kind of out in the open, but up on top of a very high platform. That's kind of been her spot. Well, we're looking for Andy Bob. Oh, I see her. Hi, lady. Can anyone else spot the bobcat in all the grass? There she is. Hi. Everybody's like, did you bring the food? So all these cats that you're seeing, Tiger Lily was born in 1995. Almost all the rest of them that you'll be seeing were born in 96 or 97. So they're all in their 20s. Early, getting closer to mid-20s. Hi, lady. This is Andy Bobcat. She's an expert at being a statue. Yeah, I think Smalls forgave me. I was here on Sunday as a regular volunteer, and I was assigned to clean that section that includes funcation. And when she saw me, she came running right over to me, chirping and purring, showing me her butt like she always does. All right, lady. Good job. You're such a good hider. Let's see. Breezy bobcat over here. 10 to 12 years in the wild. Here's Breezy. Hi, lady. Hi, gorgeous girl. Hi, gorgeous girl. She's like, yeah, you didn't bring me nothing. You didn't bring me nothing. Andy is a sweetheart. These three female bobs that I just showed you, Tiger Lily, Andy, and Breezy, they're all very, very special. Very old ladies. She's like, I'll go wait back in my normal spot. Breezy's adorable. She has a morning routine. The feeders tend to come from that direction that I'm showing you. So she waits at that side so that she can see them. And when they start coming towards her, she makes a loop to 2 loops around her den before she walks over to her lockout. So it's one of the cutest little routines I've ever seen. It's pretty easy to resist petting them. I've seen their teeth and just the amount of respect that I have for them. I love them dearly, and if one of them were to bite or scratch me, we could be forced to put them down and have them tested for rabies. And that doesn't seem worth it at all. I have a cat at home I can pet. And she's not dangerous, so. Alright, so let's loop around. Say hi to Frosty. Say hi to Frosty and Zimba. So the keepers are just out, actually, who we should stop and say hi to if she's out. Would be Riza, but she is not out of the den yet. She's got a nice little morning routine, so we'll swing back around. She might be out by the next time. The next loop around. Actually, the leopard girls are well into their 20s. Let's say hi to Sunny real quick. Sunny is 22, I believe. So this is Sundari leopard. Hi, baby girl. Hi, cutie. What you doing? Good, I'm glad you enjoy my commentary. I try. Oh, big yawn. Are you gonna flip? There we go. Sundari enjoys seeing life from sideways or upside down. So Sundari is a leopard. Look at those big teeth. Yeah. Good job, lady. So these are just quick little hellos this morning. If you're just joining, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. We're just doing a little morning walkabout before I go help feed. Oh, there's Armani, but she's way back there. Money! She's on her platform. I was gonna see if we could catch a glimpse of Smalls, but she's probably already in the very back. I haven't put on my wellies yet. It's pretty flooded in a lot of places. Had a lot of crazy weather. There for all you Manny fans, that's your glimpse of him today. So Mirza, it's really hard to even say if it's Beecher or Hutch anymore. They kind of mimic each other, and one of them will call and the other one will answer pretty consistently. So, and it doesn't look like it's Beecher because he's eating grass. Beach boy! Yeah, I don't see Smalls out on her platform, so she's most likely in the back, waiting on breakfast. I don't know if she'll ever forgive me as far as going into lockout when I want her to, but she didn't act like she hated me too much. So here's Frosty. Hi! Hi, good boy. Frosty is a serval. He's a white-footed serval, so you can see he's got a lot more white on him than most servals do. Hi, Leanne. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, so the rain, you can see that like structure directly behind him. There's concrete dens like that in all of the enclosures. They're uphill, so any water that goes in their enclosures actually runs down into these lower pathways that surround the cages. So it kind of drains pretty easily, actually. So yeah, my hopes is that once we've talked to Frosty and Zimba, we're actually going to go up and end this feed saying hello to Apollo. We're keeping Apollo in the outdoor recovery cage until we know that his hotspot is healed, and we're just making sure that he can handle the temperature as well. Here's Frosty's close-up. Hi, sir. Yeah, and everybody also has really tall platforms as well, so even if they are getting a little bit rained in their enclosure, they can get up to high ground. Yeah, this is Frosty Serval. Oh, you're fine. And we'll walk over and say hello to Zimba. Oh, you be nice to her. It was Steph C, one of our interns, walking by. She's out closing lockouts. Natalie, you must be new to us. No, he won't be released. Cats that are born in cages can never be set free. Unfortunately, you can go to bigcatrescue.org/go-free to learn all about that. He is also in his early 20s, which means that he's well over 100 in human years. So these guys, unfortunately, were born into captivity, and that's where they have to stay. The only cats we can set free are native Florida bobcats, and we do have a rehab and release program for that. Good morning, everybody. All right, we're making our way back to Zimba. Just bear with me as I slosh through the mud. I'm hoping there's no deep water back here. I didn't put my boots on. I can handle most of it. Thanks for posting all those links, Deb. Sometimes I have to watch where I'm walking or just watch the animal, and I only see 2 comments at a time. So if I do miss any of your comments, Deb and some of our other amazing group members can usually help answer. And if not, I go back to my desk afterwards and try to respond as much as possible. There's Mr. Zimba. Zimba with a Z. Everybody's laying in their grasses this morning. Hi, Bud. I know, the serval, hello. Hi, Zim Zim. Those are leopards calling in the background. No, the Florida bobcat is different than, it's probably a Florida panther that you're thinking. And this is Zimba, it's Z-I-M-B-A, not to be confused with Simba with an S. You got it, Deb. Yeah, a Florida, it's actually not even a Florida puma, it's a Florida panther, and that is a cougar. However, cougars, pumas, mountain lions, catamounts, they actually are in the Guinness World Record book for having the most names for the same animal. They vary in size and coloration depending on where you find them. Are you done with your 15 seconds of fame, bud? He has some of the most beautiful blue eyes, and some of these cats out here actually have these incredible eyes, and it's really difficult to actually capture it on film. I try really hard. You can see they're kind of a hazily color, but in the right light they're very blue. Him and Moses and Smalls all have gorgeous eyes. Sweet boy. I want to make sure people know who you are. Yeah, he's being very nice. There's those beautiful eyes. Zimba actually has a very unique story. He lived with several other servals in a basement in New York City. He's the last one that's still with us. Gorgeous boy. It's starting to sprinkle, isn't it? Uh-oh. Starting to rain a little bit. Alright, so we will go back around. Let me get a little glimpse at Des here. Des is a 3-legged serval. Yeah. That's the best hello we've gotten today. I know, we gotta go see Apollo though before it starts pouring. Are you talking? We don't have a lot of background information on Des. Des was found wandering in the desert and found passed out on the road, clearly abandoned by somebody. They don't just find their way there, they're native to Africa. And when they found him, he already only had the 3 legs. All right, let's get back to, I knew what you meant, Joyce. Find my way back to my cart. And like I said earlier, I know some people have been messaging me on why we don't follow the meds routes anymore. Morning meds are a little bit trickier because we're kind of on a time limit because of breakfast. So when I tag along with morning meds, it can slow them down. The cats can get pretty distracted by me because they all want to come up and say hello. And I feel guilty. I don't like to cause problems. Medication and breakfast time is very important for them. Bye bye. And then evening meds have been tricky because Carol has been just so busy with an assortment of other things. Oh yeah, it's starting to rain. But if it's not raining this afternoon, I was gonna ask Aston if she would mind me tagging along for some of the evening meds. It's not that we don't want to take you guys along, we just always have to put the needs of the cats and the sanctuary before anything else, before any kind of entertainment value. Also, we've had quite a few new people training to do meds, and that's one of those situations where you don't want to make anyone nervous. You don't want to take away from their learning experience. No, we are a non-touch facility. We're GFAS accredited, that's the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. We're held to a very high standard. We don't do any buying, selling, trading, breeding, or touching any of these animals. They come here to spend the rest of their lives, and we treat them with the respect that they deserve. They're wild animals. They'd never let you touch them in the wild. And just because we may want to do something like that doesn't mean it's right. And it's also very dangerous. If we were to pet them and they scratch us or bite us, the CDC could have them put down and tested for rabies, and that's just a price none of us are willing to pay. So we're heading up to food prep. Morning! And we are going to say hello to Apollo real quick. It is obviously raining, and no, it's not a waterproof phone. So we're gonna get over here pretty quickly. Yep, you can go to bigcatrescue.org/tickets and find out all the different ways that you can visit. We do guided tours. Here's Mr. Apollo. Get you a glimpse real quick. Hi, bud. Oh, hi, handsome. Hi, big boy. Hi. Look at those eyes. Oh, I know. So I've always loved that Apollo and Running Bear are neighbors now because they both have this attitude. Just pretty awesome. So guys, if I missed any of your questions, oh, all right, now it's really coming down. So let me move back over here. So he's going to be out here until we know that his hotspot is healed. So, and he does have a Nest Cam on him, so you guys can watch him as well. I'm standing under a tent on the opposite side of his enclosure, so that's why you can't see him super well. But it is officially pouring now, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off for right now. Yeah, he's doing really well. And he'll stay dry in there. You see him rubbing on the bars. But if I missed any of your guys' questions, I promise as soon as I get back to my desk, I will go through the feed and I'll reach out to you with a response. So thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Apollo is a Siberian lynx. Yeah, it's coming in pretty hot right now. I don't know, it's already just pouring off the hospital. I made it here just in time. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go help feed the cats this morning. It's gonna be a wet day, but hopefully I will get to see you guys a little bit later this afternoon. So thank you all so much. Take care. Have a great day.